BP03 is supported by Timber King Sawmills. For more information on my 1220 CRZ mill, or one of many Foley hydraulic options, go to timberking.com.
No. Right there. Sit. Please. Oh, please. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Love you, buddies. Love you, puppies.
Common spotted turtle.
Hey, Dot.
Your name is Dot?
Huh?
Is that what you named him, Dot?
Yeah. Because it has lots of dots on it.
What are you doing there, Dot? Slow and steady, huh?
I mean, it's sort of medium for its size. You know?
Miss Grace? No, ma'am. That turtle doesn't want you to be here. Probably doesn't want any one of us to be here. Grace is like, that rock is moving. Grace is saying that rock is moving. Uh-oh. Here comes the cheetah. Hey there, Dot.
Do you like the name I picked out for it?
Look at all the spots on its hands and his face.
Just a little bit of hair. Huh?
Here we are. Should we go put him in the ditch where there's a bunch of water?
Oh yeah. But I'm still want to keep an eye on it.
Sorry, buddy. My 7-year-old daughter wants to learn about you, so we're gonna keep you hostage for a couple of hours, if that's okay. I'll put you back. Did you pick it up yet?
No.
Not yet? You ready? See how I'm grabbing it from the sides? We're not going to be crazy. You don't want to shake him. Remember, this is his world. We're just living in it, you know? So don't put your hands near the face. Get your hands on the sides, okay? I don't think it'll bite, but we never know. You got him?
For my first turtle.
First time holding the turtle?
Second.
Second time holding the turtle, huh?
But first with the one with the name.
So let's try and handle him as little as possible.
Dad.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
I felt something.
You felt something? Is his foot coming out the backside?
I think.
Yeah?
I wonder how turtles have their babies.
Well, they have eggs. Turtles have eggs. This is
I know this looks like there's not even a way for an egg to come out.
not for way for eggs to come out. Well, they still poo-poo and pee-pee too, so
I know.
there's a way for an egg to come out. But this little fella is not enjoying what I'm doing, so I'm going to carefully set him down, okay?
Yeah.
Don't want to stress him out any more than we already have. Go on, buddy. You can chill for a little bit.
What's that? That's on the move. I think it may be about to have a baby.
No, it's not about to have a baby. It's trying to dig. It's trying to get away. It does not want to be held captive. It's trying to get away from us. We should probably do the right thing and let it go.
Can we at least wait until tonight?
You want to wait until tonight?
Mm-hmm.
A couple more hours?
Or at least until after Kung Fu.
At least until after Kung Fu?
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful, huh?
I like that.
You like Dot? And I don't know if it's a he or a she. I don't know.
Me neither. That's why I picked the name Dot, because it's a girl and a boy name.
I'm gonna go back to editing. Are you gonna hang out here with Dot, or are you gonna go back to school?
I want to hang out with Dot.
You gonna hang out with Dot?
Because I want to be lonely when I'm in prison. I'd be like,
You don't want Dot to be lonely while he's in prison?
yeah.
Well, at least you acknowledge the fact that this is prison to him. Or her.
Okay.
We just looked up to see if it's a boy or a girl, and it's plastron, or its belly. If its belly is flat, it's likely a girl. And if the belly is slightly dished in, then it's likely a boy.
I hope it's a girl.
So, Dot, I hate to keep handling you here, but I'm gonna pick you up one more time, Miss Dot. I think you are a girl, Miss.
Me too.
And, oh, it's dished in. It's Mr. Dot. You see that?
Okay.
You see that right there? That little dish right there? All right.
I was really hoping to have a girl.
Hoping it was a girl. Well, this is a Mr. Dot. I'm gonna put Mr. Dot back down. I mean no harm, Mr. Dot. She brought you a piece of
Watermelon.
watermelon if you want to take a. You want to try that?
Juicy.
Juicy yellow meat watermelon. He's like, I don't know, I'm used to these things being red, but it's a nice old yellow meat. I may take me a bite or two.
Come on, Dot.
I don't think Dot's gonna do anything if I'm sitting right here. So I'm gonna get out.
And I can keep on looking, I guess.
You're gonna keep on looking?
It looks like Dot's trying to kill it.
No, Dot's just trying to climb out of there. He's in prison. We'll let him out later tonight, okay?
Okay. Hey, can you pick up Dot for me so that I can?
No, I'm not gonna pick him up. If you want to touch him, then you can jump inside and gently touch him. What is that, Nolly? Do you hear the four-wheeler on the camera? On the movie? You are so confused right now. So I know you can't see anything. Shh. Nolly, Grace. But there's where I'm at the big door of the shop looking into the woods and across our compost pile. And a very short distance from us, we can hear an owl hooting. Quite loud, I might add. Of course, the dogs don't like it.
No, but it sounds so wicked the way it ends that little cry, right?
Grace, Nolly, no.
Tyler, that's a good way to explain.
Hand. I'm not picking it up. Hand. We're learning, huh? Well, don't throw it at me, kiddo. Don't throw it at me. You gotta put it in my hand. Good girl. I love you, Gracie. I love you too, Mr. Nolly. Mr. Nolly, you're such a love bug. Came out to the pond to look for turtles. And the dogs found a stick. It just so happens to be living. We call it a tree. They call it a stick.
Dad, look, a bobber.
Oh, hold on. He's committed. What are they doing? I know what they're doing. They're rearranging furniture. Well, that didn't sound too smart, did it, bud?
What happened?
I think he may have gotten his tooth caught in something or other. There's a bobber stuck in a tree. It's way out there, kiddo. So our pond is, Grace is still over there. Our pond is pretty low, really low actually. Full of deer tracks, as expected. That's the whole pond. Jamie's over there. No, Nolly's upset at that tree. It's like, you're not my friend no more, tree. He's gonna shake off right next to her. Oh no, he's just gonna lay down in it. Are you gonna get that bobber? You're about to fall in. If you fall in, you're gonna have to get it back up on your own because I'm not coming back. Where's your stick, Gracie? Where's your stick, Nolly boy? Did you get it? You got it? Did you get mud in your boots again? Yep, and water. Oh, they're splashing out of your boots. Yeah, you're gonna have to, you got it, that's for sure. Yeah, the pond is, well, Grace went to the middle and she had to swim, so the pond is taller than Grace. A couple days ago, I came out here and there's something dark in the middle. This was all like crystal clear. We had a lot of rain recently, so it's got a bunch of sediment on top. But it was all crystal clear and you could see there's something real dark and large in the middle. My guess is it's a tent. There's another tent and some cushions over there, unfortunately, so there's a lot of junk in here. But there's like very little value to this pond other than a watering hole for wildlife. If I'm not mistaken, this was completely farmland in the 1950s. Historicaerials.com, you can see aerial footage of this property, and it's all pasture all the way around this. There was no trees whatsoever. So my guess is this was like a watering hole for cattle, which makes sense. On this side right over here, there's kind of a, you know, the berm is kind of knocked down quite a bit, so it looks like animals can come in very easily on this side, which there's a lot of animal tracks over there now, mostly deer tracks. And then there's a you know, berm, levee, whatever you want to call it, pretty high all the way across. And on the other side, it just falls off again. So this is like purposefully made, obviously. Need a hand? Come get it. Here's your hand. Come get it. I'll never let you go, Jack. It's a reference to a movie you don't know. Oh, I'm sinking. That's about as far as I'm gonna go. Your hands are filthy. Jeez, you were stuck. You gonna go hug Mom? Well, here, take your bobber with you. Well, I'm gonna throw it back. Well, no, I'm not gonna. That's littering. Oh, something just jumped over there. Look at these dogs. They're digging. And I got onto them this morning about digging where they weren't supposed to be digging. But you're allowed to dig here. These dogs are really pigs in dogs' clothing. They root everything. You are assuming correct. You cannot take your shoes off and walk through the water. I've already picked up a bunch of glass. Go to the creek? I don't know. We've got Mama. We got to see what Mama says.
Oops.
Another day at school, and I almost got put in detention. I really wanted that tree to fall away from the rest of the pines because it's got a bunch of beetles in it, and it's right there, so it'll spread, blah, 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 blah. Although I am going to take care of that tree right now. But the natural lean was that way. Okay, no big deal. And I thought for sure that was about enough for it to not get hung up in this next tree. My thinking was that the canopy, all that canopy is dead. So when it hits that other tree, that thing's just gonna snap off and we'll have some shrapnel falling. No, it didn't break at all. It just stuck up there and said, hey dummy, you aimed wrong. So, lesson learned, learning experience. Let's see what we got here. I did good on the wedge again, and I cut up, looks like I cut up more on this side than I did over there. So does that mean that it twisted this way and went a little bit further that direction, or did it, I don't know how this works right here. So somebody educate me. If I cut up too much of this material, is it going to go that way further, or is it going to start falling this way further, or does that even matter at all because the wedge cut had it going this way? How much of this hinge wood factors into what direction it's going to fall? Somebody please educate me in the comments. Regardless, I got it down, and I need to go ahead and log this up into 14-foot sections to mill true 2x4s. True 2x4s. I don't know why I want to say feet there. True 2x4s for my neighbor. And you know what? I may have to take another one down because this is all wonky, and I don't know if I'll be able to get a 14-foot 2x4 out of that section. But right about there to there, I should be able to get quite a... I don't know. I got to cut it up and see what's going on. 5:07 p.m. One of the reasons why I waited so late in the day to take this down is it was really windy this morning, and it really wasn't calling for wind, so I let it die down. I need to jump on the tractor and switch out for the grapple. Jamie's already got the fire going. This really crooked, twisty butt section here, that's just gonna go straight into the burn pit or burn pile. That's just crawling with moving larvae, right? This is, I didn't want to disturb the the bark much because I already popped the bark off right here to take a look at it, and it's just crawling. Yeah, these have already fallen off, unfortunately. So I want to take as much larva as possible, as much of the small stuff as possible, the bugs, and burn them. Hopefully reduce the spread. I've got 2 sections that are 14-foot logs, well, 14-foot 6-inch, 14-foot 6-inch. That should give me enough to get this 2x4 job taken care of. And then all of this, I'm not even going to limit. I'm just going to grab it the best I can with the grapple and get it into the burn pile. I am in no shortage of logs. I've got plenty of pine, a ridiculous amount of pine. I would rather burn the infestation of beetles more so than salvage as much material as I can. All right, I've got to get the tractor going. Finally have the burn pile going, and hopefully that gets rid of the root balls, at least some of the root balls. It's not packed tightly, so probably gonna have to pack it in one more time and stack it to burn it one more time before it actually goes for good. Our burn pile didn't get down as far as I had hoped, but quite a bit of it burnt down. We had rain this morning, just a miserable drizzle, like almost like that lightweight snow flurry where the snow almost feels like it's suspended in air. We had that really light rainy mist to where everywhere under the lean-to, as the wind was blowing in, you'd still feel water like way off over here. And that's just more annoying than anything. I've got 2 logs cut from that tree yesterday. Both of these logs are 14 foot long. Well, 14 foot 6 inches. Everything that I cut is about 6 inches long. And I want to get underneath the insect infestation because I want to get 6. All I need is 6 14 foot long, true to size, 2 inch by 4 inch 2x4s. I believe I can get all 6 out of these 2 logs for sure. This one is a little bit smaller on this side, so I do have to jack this up, and this is the longest thing that I put on the mill, so that's a new experience. A 14 foot log. I imagine it's just going to be the same as an 8 foot log. Only longer, Captain Obvious. The log itself is pretty darn straight, and then that one is a little bit further up the tree, so we've got one knot area, but this should be relatively nice and clean. Good news, bad news. Good news is I was thinking that I was only going to get like 4 out of this log. I know that's a lot of waste, but it was so ate up with bugs. I ended up getting 8. I only need 6. I ended up getting 8 out of one log, which means I have another log right there ready to go at 14 feet. All of these don't have any bug holes in them, so I was, yeah, like I said, I was expecting the bug holes to be deeper than what they were, and it wasn't tore up that much. So that's good. Bad news is the dimensions are not as consistent as what I wanted true 2 inch by 4 inch material, and this is more than 2 inch in the width direction or the thickness direction. This is less than 2 inches in the thickness direction. I don't know where I went wrong on my scale, but I went wrong somewhere. I think these are going to be okay for what, you know, for what they're being used for. I think this is like a barn fix, if I'm not mistaken. And this is for my neighbor who's a pastor who's helping out somebody from church, so I'm not charging anything, just giving these away. So yeah, I needed 6. I got 6 that have a consistent thickness, and the 2 outside ones here are too thick. And then my 4-inch dimension is plus or minus a 1/16 of an inch. So it's not the end of the world, but consistency, you know what I'm saying? So I keep making some mental errors, some dumb stuff by me. It's this pointer, right? So on the scale we have a pointer here that represents the kerf of the saw blade. So sometimes it's beneficial to reference off of the bottom side of the kerf if you're wanting this dimension. Well, sometimes it's beneficial to measure off the top. Anyway, I think I zigged when I should have zagged one time, and it kind of threw me off. So there's that, and just a couple other just bonehead errors throughout the day with some stuff. Just having one of those days. Also, the slabs that I took off, I left them with a lot of meat on there. There's a lot of thickness on those slabs, and that's because Jamie wants to experiment with a log raised bed. So basically take a log and cut a bunch of rounds, stand those rounds up, similar to this one right here, and just make an entire perimeter area for a raised bed with just logs sitting in place as the perimeter, and then you fill the inside with just organic matter and just let it go. So I'm going to do logs, and in between each one of the logs I'm going to cut a piece of these and stand up to kind of bridge the gaps, kind of a thing, with the round part on here facing the round part on those logs in between the 2 logs. So that's why I did a real thick cut on the slabs. I got to get off here and grab some nutrition. I'm feeling like an idiot.